welcome back to another episode. And we're gonna pick up right about where we left off, sort of. So I finished all the bounties and stuff that I needed to do for that that next bit. The to get Spider's trust or whatever. I hate when I miss my knife throws. So now we just have to go back and talk to him. So we're gonna do that and see what he has to tell us. Also, while doing my bounties, I got a bunch of the visions of light that you're supposed to get to unlock your new subclass. So after I talk to Spider, before we get too into anything else, we're gonna go get me a new super. Alright. What's up, Spoder?
Now we are friends. And I take friendship seriously. Very seriously. Oh, now don't look at me like that. I would never ask you to do something that wasn't in your own interest, too.
Sure.
Remember that. So, to business. I will supply you with the Baron's location, with which I am quite familiar, as it was till recently mine.
Okay. So the text says, now that you and Spider are, quote, friends, he gives you the location of the Scorned Baron's hideout. It's time to seek revenge and rob Uldren of his barons by completing mission Scorned. But first... Oh yeah, daily reset. I'm gonna buy some of those.
Good choice, my friend.
And we're gonna talk to Petra. And I leveled up.
The spider gave us a chance to kill them all. One fell swoop. And if Uldren's there too, even better. The traitor prince will not survive us.
Okay. Petra will hunt down Uldren's location. Meanwhile, take out the barons in mission Scorned. Alright. So before we do that, let us go to Io. As you can see on the left, new powers follow your visions to Io. So we're gonna go get a new super. And there's Io. See how things progress from there. Io is my least favorite of all the patrol places, to be perfectly honest. It's smaller than all but like Mercury, and it just, I don't know, I just don't like it as much.
I understand your visions have taken the form of trees. I've seen them too. I went back to Io for answers. The last place the traveler touched. Io will react to your arrival. If you let it.
Sure, Ikora. If you say so. Alright, here we are.
I put us down right in front of the crater where the traveler touched Io.
So that light is not usually there. All that.
What was that?
Whatever you saw was for you and you alone. The traveler is speaking to you. Eyes up, Guardian.
I wish it would speak a little more clearly, because I have no idea what that means.
Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice. Sacrifice leads to death.
These are different from the other trees we saw.
These visions are constructs of the Traveler's light, and light reacts to its surroundings.
These caves are echoey. Hey, buddies.
Garden grows in both directions. It grows into tomorrow and yesterday. The red flowers bloom forever.
Sure.
The Taken can see the trees. No, they sense the light.
The Taken are weeds, Guardian. Pull them up.
Pull them up by their bootstraps. What? I think I remember.
You might have been kings and queens of the deep, but you have toppled borders, and you have not replaced.
Ah. Oh yeah, so this is the Gambit hand cannon, by the way. This one has Outlaw and Hipfire Grip. And it's really fun. Stand down, sir. As you can see, it's a faster firing hand cannon, but it's still got some pretty good punch to it. And it's got really nice stability, so it's easy to land those crit shots. Oh hey, we made the tree pretty. How nice. A lot of the Gambit weapons are really good. I have on my other characters, I have the other ones. I have yet to get a Bad Omens with cluster and tracking, though, which is my ultimate goal.
Stand with me.
You know, I could really use my tether for this part, but oh well. So you see, even with as fast as I can get this thing shooting, you can still land headshots pretty easily if you just, you know, line it up. But it's got very low recoil, so you don't have to compensate very much. You can just blap, 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 blap. The light trees are disappearing.
Even the stars are brighter. The whole cosmos is aflame.
Alright, you know what? You sit down. And you sit down. There was another one I thought. Alright, well that wasn't the best, but well, it's quiet now. Apparently there weren't two wizards, or I somehow got the one with my grenade, maybe? I don't know.
Why has it waited so long to speak to us?
The Traveler gave you a vision even before its rebirth. When Gaul blocked its light, the Traveler showed you a path forward. The road to recovery is long, but when we grow stronger, so too does the Traveler.
I wonder how this is all gonna end. Because you know it will at some point. Destiny has to end eventually. I just wonder how they're gonna do it. Are we gonna get another golden age? Have some of that. I just totally whipped that. And I whipped that one too. Alright, so there's a purple brick up here. Grab. There, so I have a couple rockets now. Nailed it. Alright. Onwards and upwards. Well, onwards, anyways. They're very angry with me. Oh well. It's not up to them. Oh, hello, wizard. Okay. They're very unhappy. Okay.
Can we get closer?
Congratulations, Guardian. Remember, when we channel the light, we connect to something much bigger than any one of us. Even departed sparks, like Cade's, still leave a trace in this luminous web we call the light.
Alright, so Seed of Light. The Traveler's Light has unlocked new abilities. Open your character screen. So now we get to pick. Highlight any subclass with your cursor and press triangle to see new paths available on each. So we're going to look at them real quick. I already know which one I'm going to take for this character. So we have the Arc Staff, Whirlwind Guard. While wielding your Arc Staff, hold down L2 to deflect incoming projectiles. Deflecting projectiles triples Arc Staff damage for a short time. After sliding, activate this melee ability to unleash a devastating uppercut attack. Melee hits greatly increase weapon reload speed. Hit a target with an arc ability to electrify them. Meleeing electrified enemies disorients them, grants grenade, melee, and dodge energy. So let's see. So for this, we have Spectral Blades. Summon a pair of deadly void blades and stalk the battlefield in a veil of shadows. Press R1 to perform a quick melee attack, press R2 to perform a heavy attack, and once again vanish from sight. Throw a smoke bomb from a distance. With this melee ability, the smoke bomb slows enemies and damages them over time. While crouched, precision kills grant invisibility, true sight, increased melee range. And then, after performing a flawless execution, your melee attacks weaken enemies. Neat. And this is the one I'm going to take. We have Blade Barrage. Click. Now we also have throw a fan of flaming knives that burns targets on hit. Destroying burning enemies recharges knife trick more quickly. And while enemies burn, your dodge ability recharges faster. So, we now have a brand new super to try. That's fun. It's basically a Hunter Nova, like a solar version of Nova Bomb, in a way. It's a one big kablam blams, and then your super's done. Although, slightly more useful, because you can see there, I whipped my aim slightly, and I managed to get 2 different groups with it. So, like, let's see, so I'm gonna have to practice that, but you can potentially hit 2 separate groups of enemies with one blade barrage. The timing is gonna be a bit of a pain, I think. Oh, that was beautiful. Took out a nice big chunk all in one shbams. So yeah, I love this. If you remember, this is something they did in the base game, which was when you would go to get your new super from the Shard of the Traveler, they would give you the pools of basically unlimited super energy, so you could just kind of get used to the new super. Oh, that's so cool. Throwing knives everywhere. Oh, the tree got in my way. This is basically the super thing of like, you get a knife, and you get a knife, you all get knives. Hi-oh, Gray. And I unlocked the regular melee ability. Gee, I wonder, could it be all the kills I'm getting with the... Yeah, see, I flicked up and I managed to hit the group on the ledge as well as the group that was on the floor. Oh, I missed. Oh, that's just too much fun. I did it. I have a melee. That is just way too much fun right there. All right. So we've got a little bit of time. We can maybe run through the next mission real quick. Scorned. It's this one. Yeah, we're only about 24 minutes. So I gotta tell you guys, this whole DLC has been just really, really great. Like, it's one of those things that it's just, oh, man, so much to do, and there's so much, like, going on, that there's, like, I mean, you've got the main story, but then after that, you've got new areas to unlock, and new places to explore, and there's secrets that people still haven't found. Like, there's exotics that people still don't know how to get. Like, we have no idea Like the Wish Ender bow is an exotic bow that we have no idea yet how to trigger the quest thing to get it. Same with the Malfeasance hand cannon. Nobody's figured out. You know, they may just be time gated. Like it may be one of those things where they're the mission for them isn't going to become available for another couple of weeks, which it kind of makes sense because Bungie's trying to stretch things out a little more so that we have a reason to keep coming back. So like certain exotics being locked for a certain amount of time until we can actually get in and get them, like, it makes sense. Because then that gives people reason to come back later. Be like, oh, the quest is up now for the Malfeasance. Well, time to go get that, you know. Couple of personal nitpicks. I mean, I don't know if it's something everybody's upset. Like, I know a couple of guys in my clan are okay with it, but the upgrade material economy is kind of scarce, so like being able to upgrade gear that you like is really hard to do. So like you kind of just have to use, like if you're going for power level, you have to just use what's highest, not necessarily what you like or what has a good roll on it. So I don't know, I don't like that. I mean, I get having to work a little bit to upgrade your gear and stuff, but it's just too much. Like, the materials are too rare and too hard to come by. Like, I get one dropped, maybe one in every 15, 20 things I dismantle, I get a matchwork for. Like, if that. You know, it's really hard to get materials to upgrade stuff. So in the meantime, I have to use a bunch of things that I don't like or with rolls that aren't very good for my playstyle because it's what's higher. And I don't like it. At the same time, like I said, some people are okay with it. Some people have way better RNG than me though, and get more materials more often. So that kind of like, I don't like how, I get that they don't want it to be as easy as it used to be, because then, you know, it takes out the, I don't know, I guess the challenge of grinding up to get your gear higher. But it's also, I think, way more expensive than it needs to be. I think they need to go a little more towards the middle.
Marvelous. Accept my thanks in the form of my belligerent associates.
But, you sit down, sir. Anyhow, my only other real thing is, and again, I kind of get it, but the drop rate for the new exotics is ridiculously low. Between all my characters, obviously I haven't done as much on my hunter, but because we're here making content for you guys. But between all my characters, I've gotten one new exotic. And it was a pair of Warlock gloves. Which obviously is not very exciting to me because I barely spend time on my Warlock. You know, generally speaking. And they were for a subclass I wasn't using anyways. Which, again, it's like okay, but not very useful. I like how there's this busted up tank here between missions, or like in missions, but then like if you come here in the patrol area, there's a whole lot of nothing there.
No time to lose.
Phew. But yeah. I guess it does depend on your RNG, because like one of the guys in my clan has gotten both the Trinity Ghoul, which is one of the new, one of the exotic bows, and the Twin-Tailed Fox, which is the exotic rocket launcher that fires 2 rockets. One of the guys, or a couple of the guys, have gotten like Queen Breaker's bow, which is a returning D1 exotic. But like the only ones I've gotten, aside from that pair of gauntlets, are linked to either a quest, or you can get the Lord of Wolves, which is a kind of pulse-firing shotgun from D1 that they brought back. You can get from the Spiders bounties, that the ones that I didn't do yet, that are basically go hunt down the specific guy who escaped from the prison at the beginning and kill him. And so there's a chance when turning those in that you will get the Lord of Wolves as a reward. So I did get that. But like Ace of Spades you get through a quest that you do. You get the Chaperone is a quest that randomly drops while doing stuff. And I did that quest, got the Chaperone, which is a fun gun. But yeah, they all have specific ways to get them to drop, so it kind of doesn't count to me getting them, because they're not RNG based. They're not, well, like Lord of Wolves kind of is, but again, because it's tied to a specific thing, you're more or less guaranteed to some extent to get it to drop if you play, or if you do enough of the bounties. Like, I got it the second week. Me and a couple of guys got it the second week. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not terribly hard to get. The RNG is pretty generous for it.
Take out your ghost. I need the target practice.
Here.
Look out.
Every shot I
Bring
take
it.
adds another soldier to the Scorn army.
What's that? You've got nothing? Yeah, that's what I thought. I wonder, since my melee now is like a spread shot, I wonder if I can hit several guys at once if they're standing close to each other. To try this, I have to find a group of dudes. Whoops. Wrong button. Okay, not quite. So you can't quite tag several dudes with one, because it's a fairly tight spread there. Yeah, you sit down, biggin.
Spider, we lost one of your guys.
The cost of doing business, my friend. Do not let it trouble you.
That's okay.
Transmitting cash.
Have some more. See, it's funny because they all have Queen Breaker's bow, which Queen Breaker's bow is basically just a Guardian usable version of the wire rifle that normal Vandals carry. So technically it's not like a unique weapon. It's just a weapon for us to use that is, okay, calm down, that is an enemy. Same with Lord of Wolves. If you want to be technical, Lord of Wolves is just a fallen weapon that we get to use. Okay. So, you know, special but not unique. I'll take this. Oh dear. I'm inside of the ordnance pod on that walker. Okay. Yeah. I kinda expected that to happen. Alright. So... you guys just calm down. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Yes. Explode! Is that it? Pretty dead. If you're not dead, say something. Okay. That'll do it then. Ta-da!
I need another spider cache.
This is good. Suddenly, it's a darkness zone. And it was a trap.
It was booby-trapped.
Ha. Yes, I know I'm cheesing a little bit. so sue me. Yeah, this room can be quite a pain on the one nightfall. It's ice freeze. Hey, level up. Where are you? I guess we'll pop down just to see where you're at. Oh. That was fairly simple. I remember this area now. This is, I think this is from one of the trailers. We see a hunter do a blade barrage on the bridge area. I believe. Yeah, this. Pretty sure Hunter did a blade rush on this man. I'm not going to... Am I? I don't know. You know what? Sure. Oof. I just saved myself from a bottomless pit.
You kill. Pleases Kingo.
Candle boys.
Think you will defeat my scorn, my siblings, and my father all at once?
I mean, I've got this cool new super. I think I might be able to.
Succeed where K6 failed.
Well, I'm a lot cooler and tougher than Cade. Okay, I'm not cooler, but I'm a lot tougher and stronger than Cade. I have better light, apparently.
Kill the fallen. I claim it as scorn. Kill the scorn. I raise 10 more.
Sure. But, you know, eventually at some point there's got to be a rate at which I'm killing them faster than you can make them, so, you know, I think I'm still winning there.
I do not need barons to slaughter you. My scorn will be enough to end you.
Bring it.
Rise, my scorn. Give this dead thing its final death.
Alright, okay. We could all just calm down for a second. Or not. Awesome. let me make sure I have all of my highest stuff in. 430. Oh, I have to swap out my Gambit hand cannon. Oh well. Wait. The same thing. They're the same level anyways. 435. Alright. I guess.
Rise, my scorn. Give this dead thing its final death.
Almost have my super back, which would be quite helpful. Eat exploding knives. What was that? About your scorn being enough?
Fear the dead. I control death, and you
Come out and fight me.
to be alive. Go, pursue your vengeance. I claim your fallen victims for my scorn army.
Sure, dude.
Stronghold is secure, but the Barons escaped. This was our best shot at ending this. And now they've scattered. What are we gonna do now?
Find them, kill them. It's pretty straightforward, Ghost. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to Petra and Spider. Well, Spider at least. I don't know if we have to talk to Petra right now. We're gonna talk to them and see what we've got.
You really showed them, didn't you? Piece of advice, eh? Know your enemy before you deal with them. Rexisvon, the hangman. The silent sadist used to dock the arms of dregs with his bare hands. Cannons, the mad bomber, emphasis on man. Demolitions expert with an irritating way about him. The trickster, Araskis. A liar and a schemer. Friendly advice. Trust nothing she touches. Hyrax, the mind bender, has a rep for manipulation. Has a morbid obsession with of the Hive. Yavix, a.k.a. the Riding, leader of a bombastic gang of pike-riding heathens. They sow chaos everywhere they ride. The rifleman, Pirha, the only fallen alive who can make the shot that mortalized Cade 6. Elicris, the machinist, scourge of soulless dissent. This one sits atop a trove of tech, heavy armament stolen from me. The fanatic himself, Fikrul, the leader of the Barons and the first of the Scorn. This dark magic has no place on my shore. No place. Last, and most certainly least, Aldrin Sov, traitor to his people, and the man who pulled the trigger. He may be in the wind, but his barons are ripe for the picking. Divide, conquer, isolate Aldrin. He'll wind up at your feet, and all you have to do is pull the trigger.
That's simple enough. So basically, we go to the place and shoot the lads until the lad we want to shoot the most is vulnerable. Yay, loading screens. Wump. Okay, we'll talk to him real quick.
So,
Hi, Spider.
even the great hero of the Red War has limits. 8
I mean-
barons and an awoken prince. And only one of you. I so dislike betting on the underdog. But you are resourceful. And you do have the queenless Queen's Wrath in your corner. Oh, you've talked me into it.
I literally
Our
haven't said a word
friendship
this whole
shall
time.
continue. Pursue your vengeance. When the shore is a bit less crowded, we will speak again of favors.
Okay, so basically it says you couldn't strike all the barons' names from your list at once, but the fanatic and his gang's time will come soon enough. Stalk the Tangled Shore for those who defeated the legendary Vanguard Hunter by completing the Baron Hunt adventures, blah 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 blah. It's all the dudes do the stuff.
Until we meet again.
Okay, it is gonna have me talk to Petra. Hi, Petra.
Cade's killers are still out there, but the hunt is not over. You take down the Barons, thin the herd. As for Aldrin, did you see that awoken spire when you landed here? It's called the Watchtower. I shouldn't be telling you this, but my people's greatest secrets lie beyond that spire. There's no other reason Aldrin would come to the Tangled Shore. Sooner or later, he will go to the Watchtower. We must stop him before that happens. Good hunting.
So it says the barons got away, but the hunt isn't over. Petra has the barons' rap sheets from their time in the prison. That information will help you track them down on the Tangled Shore and take them out one by one. It's time to begin the Baron hunt. Defeat the barons. But I think that is where we're going to leave it for today, because these are all like their own freaking missions, and I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here for like 3 hours while I do that. So we're going to cut it here, and we'll come back
That can't happen.
later
It
on,
can't.
and I
What have you
will
seen out
do
there?
some more of these. So in the meantime, thanks for watching, and
I'll tell you
hopefully you'll
everything I
join us
can,
again later.
But I can't break
Bye.
my oath.